Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition here on board the Mercenary spaceship Compensation. With her vicious crew, freelancer, entrepreneur, raider, and mercenary. We've just made it through Lania's space with a heck of a lot of damage. But we got some nice rewards out of it as well. We got ourselves a breach missile and a bunch of scrap, which we used to upgrade our systems to keep ourselves alive a little bit better. But we are here now in Mantis space, and we're going to have to do our best to make it through here because we're approaching the last stand. And if we don't get strong soon, we are going to get our butts kicked. So, here we go. We pick up a distress call from a civilian ship being chased by the Mantis. They have 4 shields and a ton of lasers. Holy cow. Let's aid those civilian ships. We frown, power up the weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis. Alrighty. Double Mantis boarding. Sweet. And they... What is with this? Enough. Enough with that. Enough with the boarding us directly into our cloning bay. Like every single time, I swear. One of the buildings is the furthest from anything we can actually use to stop these guys. Of course, they are going to be giving us a little bit less trouble since they're not actually interested in destroying the system for some reason. They will be knocking out some of our... There's a little bit of damage on them. Knocking out some of our sensors, but hopefully we can suffocate them before... There we go, before they destroy them completely. That's what I was hoping for. And we're going to make sure we vent the doors from the other side as well, so they don't have any air in there once they do eventually get through it. We're going to take another salvo at them with weapons. These guys are actually pretty nice enemies, since their weapons really aren't that dangerous. The odds of them synchronizing them all are pretty slim. Now they're trying to get to the helm, though, which we don't like so much, and they are working together, so the odds of them getting in there are higher. Unfortunately for them, it's not happening today. Turn on the O2 again, there we go. Having those level 3 doors definitely makes this whole adventure much more manageable. Let's blast them into shields. We have a lot of shield power, so our ability to break them down is significantly reduced, but we'll see what we can do about it. The other nice thing is that unless they fire all of their weapons more or less simultaneously... Come on! We just dealt with this. Drain all the O2 out. Drain all the O2 out. Alright, get yourself in here. Turbocharge those doors. Turn off the O2. Drain them out quick. They should drain really fast. I can actually bait some of that damage so they can't immediately kill the system. And hopefully it'll drain the O2 quicker than they can destroy it. And that gives me a bit of a chance to evade some of this damage here as well. We need to keep firing at their shields, though. Otherwise, they will constantly be impossible to kill. Let's get you back over here, friend. There we go. Now, that should run out of air now. There we go. They're going somewhere else, so we lock down all the doors. Separate them, which is perfect. Turn the O2 back on. And I think we're probably going to still lose Freelancer here to the suffocate. Oh, no, he's okay in there. Good. All right. Now we can fire at them freely. So we're going to fire at the weapons here. We're going to fire at the helm. We're going to fire at their empty hull. This should take them out pretty quickly. One of them has gone home, which is ideal. Get yourself back on the helm there. Freelancer. And they are destroyed. Unfortunately, this Mantis is still alive, but we'll have to deal with him. So we're going to vent, 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 and vent. Turn off the O2 again. The Mantis ship breaks apart, giving us a fuel, drone part, and 55 scrap. When we attempt to contact the civilian ship, we find out that they were badly damaged in battle. Most of the crew accepts our offer to be dropped off at a nearby station, but one offers to join our crew. Welcome aboard, Joel. You have weapons and combat skill as an NG. Combat NGs are my favorite NGs. The survivor gets on board the ship. I'm lying, by the way. Let's get you into this sensors room where you can repair it. We're going to need to rename you. Oh, let's turn the O2 back on. There we go. You're not going to get into our O2 room before you suffocate, silly. Freelancer might need a medicinal airlocking. Why not? Let's go medicinal airlock Freelancer. He'll be fine. Close all the doors. He should suffocate before the air comes back into the room. There we go. Perfect. We'll send you to stay on the doors, perhaps. Joel, you can basically sit there and make sure that we have a nice supply of defensive power against all these inevitable Mantis that are going to be charging us. Freelancer back over to the helm there. Not sure what I want to name you, though, Joel. We have Freelancer, Entrepreneur, Raider, Mercenary already. You can be... What's a good name for you? What is a good name for you? It's tricky sometimes finding good names for these things if I haven't thought about them in advance. But Freelancer, Entrepreneur, Raider, Mercenary. Alright, you know what? We're going to take a quick pause here, and I'll be back again once I figure out what I'm going to name this guy. There we go. We'll call him Bounty Hunter. That'll do. He just reduces to Hunter, but that's fine. So, let's leave him as that, and let's get a move on. With 125 scrap, we can definitely afford to upgrade our ship a little bit. Potentially worthwhile, especially since we could definitely use some more evasion or some more firepower if we want to be using more weapons. But, actually, you know what we will do? What we will do is we will come in here and we will upgrade our weapons one time. Take a bit more power to upgrade them again, but as it stands, we can actually use the ion stunner already. So we can already take advantage of it if we put some power in there right away. So that seems like a pretty good offer for us. We arrive at a beacon located in a civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts us. "We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing this system. Do you have time to find it?" Yes, we do. We can perform a scan of the area with our improved sensors. We quickly find the rebel ship's location and move to intercept. They got a halberd beam, boarding system, burst laser Mark III, nothing too nasty. They are going to board us immediately, and that's kind of unfortunate, but we should be able to vent them before they can destroy anything important. They are already in that system, though, so we're going to send Raider in there to tank for us a little bit, make sure they don't destroy the O2 before I vent most of the ship. And time to get out of there, friend. Alright, now these guys are going to suffocate horribly, and we're going to blast their friends. Take the first shot to the shields there. And now we unleash lasery hell against them. That's what we like to see. These poor boarders suffocating horribly, the enemy ship bursting into flames. Everything is as it should be in this best of all possible worlds. Alright, also, your medbay is about to explode. Thanks for going in there and dying a horrible death. We should actually be able to kill all of these guys if they stay in the weapons bay for another salvo before we destroy their ship, which would be lovely. So, let's do just that. Here comes another massive salvo of lasers to kill all your crew. They're trying to run away, but that's going to be difficult because none of them are actually trying to leave. None of them are on the helm. This poor rebel fighter does not stand much of a chance at this point. Oh, just barely survived that shot. We're going to need 2 more points of damage to actually wipe them out, so we're going to try for it here once the ion stunner hits this time. Goodbye, enemies. There's 1 crew left there with 1 health. They send us a message. "I cannot believe how well equipped your ship is. Please, take this and let us live." Nope. No thank you. I'll pass. Hull laser, go. You're dead. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we get 3 fuel, 1 missile, and 68 scrap. Very nice reward there. Very nice indeed. So, we need to get moving again. We have a lot of healing power from our clone bay, so I'm not going to worry too much about emergency airlocking Raider. They heal about 18 health or something like that per jump. Here we find a small rebel research station overlooking a pulsating star. Before we can react, a rebel ship spots us and moves in to attack. Alright, they got some pretty nasty lasers. They'd be boarding us again. That's okay though, because we can vent them. Depending on where they want to go, it makes it even easier. Alright. Venting out the cloak. Let's let you in there. And oh, they were quick on the reaction time there. Alright, we're going to fire the ion stunner. And then cloak ourselves. Just to dodge that rocket. Didn't wind up doing any damage with our previous salvo either, which is kind of disappointing, but we did a good amount of damage with our lasers, so that's pretty good. They did knock out most of our shields though, which means that this chain laser can do a good amount of damage, which I don't like too much. Oh, we missed with the dual ion. That would have been nice. Alright, well we're going to tank here a little bit with Raider while we vent out more of these rooms. O2 is now offline for better destruction. There we go. Now they're going to be firing at us again, so we're going to try and blast those weapons quickly here. Oh, they did manage to get that weapon away. Get out of the room. There we go. And oh, they hit the helm, unfortunately. Thankfully, we resisted the hull damage, but we did still take the system damage. These guys are going to keep suffocating, which is perfectly fine. We're going to send Hunter in there to help fix the helm. We've lost engines as well, which is unfortunate. That's going to make it quite hard to dodge anything if they can get weapons back online, but it doesn't look like they're going to right now. So we're going to take some shots at them here, disable them pretty hard. They're trying to run away, but it's going to be difficult since they no longer have working helm or any shields that will stay for any longer period of time. They've just bailed one of their crew out without bailing the rest, so they're going to be quite unhappy once they realize they're dead. And we're going to close the rest of our doors there, let our oxygen regenerate. Now these guys do have a med bay, which could let them potentially survive, but I don't think it's going to work out that way for them. They say that they are considerably more well-armed than they would have thought. We don't accept their surrender. We go for the kill here. These are dead rebels. Fantastic. Oh, wow, you can do that? Wow, I didn't know that. We just resisted an ion pulse from the pulsar. I have never seen that happen before. That's cool. The ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 47 scrap, but that's pretty neat. I have never actually seen that happen. I don't think I've ever actually resisted that before, so that's pretty cool. Alright, time to get out of here before we take any more ion pulses that we don't resist. Let's jump. 120 scrap would be lovely to spend, but I can't actually do anything yet. There we go. There's nothing here but space debris and some uninhabitable planetoids. Well, if we want, we could swap out our stuff. I don't know, though. This is a pretty nice setup. It works pretty well. We could swap it out for the Charge Laser Mark II, which would give us the same power as the dual lasers, with potential for more power if we want to charge up longer. But the Ion Stunner is not bad either. This works out not badly. I don't know. Not really sure what I want to do with this money yet. We'll do one more jump and then we'll see if we can maybe decide from there. What do we find here? The Mantis ship is pleased to see us and fires up its weapon systems. More boarding incoming. Please send the NG with you. Nope. Okay. You jumped into our doors. You jerks. Alright, well, time to vent some rooms. At high speeds. And hopefully not let you kill our NG. Turn off the O2. Vent, 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 vent. Faster, you fools. Can I vent faster from both sides? I don't think so, but we're going to try it anyway. Alright. Get in here. There we go. They have a pair of Burst Laser Mark IIIs. That is actually kind of scary, except for the fact that they can never hit us with them, because we're going to cloak before they can ever hit us. But, like, if it weren't for that, that would be pretty evil. We're going to fire our lasers, though, and hopefully do a good amount of damage here. That's what we like to see. They've already lost one of them. They are trying to get into sensors now, so we're going to move our crew into here. We're going to close all those doors now, I think, and we're just going to vent out, well, not all the doors. Venting out this side of the sensors is still a good idea, because these Mantis are going to take a long time to get in there, since they're both attacking separate doors. Also, these guys are in a bit of a pickle. They have a clone bay on board their ship, but that's going to be a problem still for them when they realize they really have no chance of getting out of here. Alright, they're trying to take out our radar room, but it's about to run out of air as well. There we go. Now they're trying to burst into our helm, which they might be able to succeed in doing. We'll see. We're going to blast them, though. They have no chance here. There we go. Breached that clone bay, which means that if we can kill the crew, they won't come back. This Mantis, though, is going to give us a hard time, I think. We are out of air, though, which I probably should have fixed. Get you back in there, turn the O2 back on, close the doors. Raider might suffocate here before we can get into the shield room where he won't die. There we go. That's nice. And time to blast that weapon room as hard as we possibly can. Kill as many crew as possible. Oh, no, I wasted the hull lasers there. We could have killed more people with that. We might be able to get more kills, though, depending on where they go. He's going in here to try and fix that, which is interesting. I see. Well, let's try and take out some of these guys, maybe? We can get a burst laser shot where all three hit. We'll kill that one. Nope. Dual laser, then? There we go. Minimum damage is what we're aiming for right now. Minimum damage to the enemy ships. Trying to just kill the crew. Just barely kill the crew. It's hard to do, though. Surprisingly so. It is surprisingly difficult to just barely kill them. We'll try again, though. Oh, come on. There we go. Exactly what we needed to kill that guy. This one has like 1 health, so he'll die in the fire here, I think. He has 1 health left. Really? No way. Alright. Burst laser. Kill him. He can't dodge. He can dodge. Alright. Dual laser. Kill him, maybe? He died! Fantastic! With all the crew dead, we were able to take fuel out of storage. We had 6 fuel and 61 scrap, which is a nice reward indeed. Raider, get back into weapons there. We probably should invest in some different things, though. Now, I think I will go for the charge laser here, because while the dual laser is incredibly energy efficient, the charge laser gives us a bit more versatility for our maximized energy here. So we'll do that. And we'll do this. It leaves us with 50 more power. We're going to power up the clone bay again, I think, just to make sure we get as much healing out of it over time as we can, and to make sure that we get as much of our fast reload time on our dead crew as we possibly can. We need a lot more money, though, if we want to be ready to really fight the flagship, because while we have some decent gear right now, we really aren't kitted out as well as we could be. So we'll have to keep moving and see if we can't get even stronger before the end of this. Let's jump over this way and see what we discover. We discover a sun. We arrive to find ourselves extremely close to a star. Receive a message from a pirate ship.
I am glad you arrived. Our ship is damaged and we were getting desperate. I hope you don't mind if we take yours.
And we've been boarded again. Cool. Alright, let's vent that guy out. They're not going to be too happy once they realize they're suffocating. We can just teleport out of here pretty safely without getting hit by the the fire, and I might just do that. You know what? Fine. If you want to send more boarders at us, that's fine. We can handle these guys. We detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost, and we obviously immediately move to intervene and defend. They have a cloaking system, which is going to make this a bit harder, but we should be able to cloak out their missiles anyway. So, they have a pretty nasty selection of missiles, actually, surprisingly enough. Hopefully we can keep suffocating them long enough to make sure they can't do anything else to us. They're probably going to get through this door just in time, but we should be able to kill them with our Zoltan anyway, and we'll send Raider in to help, just to make sure. There we go. Nice and easy. And turn the O2 back on, thank you very much. Close all those doors. There we go. Here comes a salvo of nastiness, so we'll cloak that out. Nice try there, chums. 102% evasion. Try that on for size. Alright, well we could go for a salvo here. We'll wait till we have 3 lasers from the charge 2, and we're going to unleash fire upon them. Fire. 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 Look at all those misses. All we knocked out was their ion weapon. That is not ideal at all. We resisted the hull damage though, I'll take it. And our clone bay's down, that's not good. And the Hermes missile missed us, I like it. Alright, well this, they're gonna run out of bombs really quickly. That is probably the biggest upside to this whole affair. And if they're waiting to alpha strike us, that's even better, because then we can cloak out all of their weapons at once and waste 3 missiles in a row. Thank you for being so kind. Our robot friends, making it much easier for us to evade your damage. Let's unleash more hell upon them. There we go. You don't get to have any more working weapons. I do feel kind of bad for them, though. They're probably going to get one more shot off with that, and that's their last missile. Please miss. Ah. We resisted the hull damage, but we did take some system damage in the cloaking. We'll send Hunter over to go fix that. Once they reappear, we can crush them. They have no way of doing damage anymore, as they have used up all of their missiles. We got really good luck there with our damage reduction, though, because there's only a 15% chance to actually get that damage reduction effect, and we got it, I think, every time there. So that's pretty interesting. We're going to blast down their helm this time. There we go. Now you can't dodge. You might be able to cloak out before we can hit you again, but you've got no evasion, and you've got a breach in there, so you're never going to be able to repair it. So that's what we like to see. And let's just fire ourselves some lasers. Goodbye, Auto Scout. Nice try. Ship breaks apart and we salvage what we can, getting 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 23 scrap. The outpost hails us after the scout was destroyed, saying, "Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house," giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 54 scrap. We will take it. Alright, 83 scrap is nothing to be scoffed at, after all. We could probably go 3 jumps to the exit. We've got 1, 2-ish, 3-ish. We can go to the stress beacon and work our way out. Not sure if that's the best course of action we could take, but we're going to do it anyway. Buy ourselves another bar of cloaking for the extra time. More cloaking is very enjoyable, especially with long charge-up weapons like these. We arrive and we hear,
Aha! I knew someone would fall into our dastardly trap.
it appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for a pirate ambush. Well, what a surprise. They're boarding us with a Rockman and a Mantis, which is going to be a little bit interesting. We'll see what we can do with that. Where do they go, though? Oh, lovely. I love your choice of location. Oh, magnificent. They've got a chain ion, which really does not bother us, because it's going to take a long time for it to power up, and we should be able to crush them before that happens. They also have access to some kind of bomb, which is probably an ion bomb. Not that it really matters, though, because we're about to hopefully crush their weapon loadout. There we go. The bomb stays online, sadly, but we'll just cloak that one. They are really pushing in hard here. Yep, it's an ion bomb. Cloaking time! You missed, suckers. Alright, they're in our doors. Now they're actually attacking a system. Thankfully, the doors are one of our toughest systems, so we should be able to tank it long enough that they will die. Oh, good for them. They're now suffocating. So, time to blast them in what remaining weapons they've got. I don't really want to attack them in anything else, because I kind of want them to teleport their crew back. But they don't seem too interested. Double breach in there, and they're still not interested in going home. Maybe if we damage the clone bay, they'll reconsider. Let's make sure we vent the air out of there as well. We are starting to run out of air everywhere else on board our ship, which isn't great. But we'll keep putting down some hurt, and hopefully these guys go home. There we go. Close the doors. Turn on the O2. And time to pummel. So, we're going to blast them as hard as we can in whatever rooms they happen to go to. I guess they're going wherever they want. So we're just going to lay down some various hurt. There we go. They offer us 4 fuel, 6 missiles, and 30 scrap if we let them live, but we're not going to accept their surrender. We're going to make sure as many of them suffer as is possible. lot of people here. We're not going to be able to kill them all, which is fine by me. We're just going to let down some lasers upon them, and they are done for. Goodbye, pirate assault. Ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 36 scrap. Well, that's basically worse than what they offered us previously. But, you know what? Not too much to say about that. Let's jump over this way, then get to the exit. What do we have here? This beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout, and a fight is unavoidable. And it's also powering up its FTL drive. If it gets away, we don't win the fleet of our position. We can't have that now, can we? They do have an Ion Blast Mark II, a Burst Laser Mark II, and a Mini Beam, which is a vaguely dangerous combination, especially if they decide to Alpha Strike it, which they are currently not doing. We do have the Cloak, though, which gives us significant reduction of risk here, because we can make sure that nothing hits us, which is always fun. They are charging up their FTL drive phenomenally quickly, though, so we're going to have to hit them right about now, directly in the face here, to make sure they cannot get away. That's what we like to see, and there's a breach. These guys are stuck forever now, so now we need to refocus our attention on their weapons. They have Cloaked, which is... oh, perfect. They're going to Alpha Strike us, which means we might actually be able to charge up our Cloak before they fire their Alpha Strike, so we'll be fine. I'm going to send Hunter back over to doors, because having him over there is definitely good. I'm going to Cloak out their Alpha Strike in a second here. Come on now, guys. There you go. You know you wanna. That's a whole heap ton of nothing. And we're going to blast your shields into next week now, so we can easily destroy you. Now we can auto-fire the Charge 2, which will kill them in approximately 5 more seconds. Goodbye. Nice try, Auto Scout. You're done for. The ship breaks apart, and we feel relief in the knowledge that we'll hopefully still be one step ahead of the fleet, getting a paltry missile, drone part, and 23 scrap. That's a really bad reward for this late in the game. That's really awful. We need to find a store so we can sell some of this junk, though. There isn't one, though. So we're going to go to the exit beacon, and we'll see what we can get, and then we'll get out of here. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Here we find a rebel combat ship that's been reassigned as an emergency supply vessel. The local civilians are apparently in need of help, and the rebels are rising to the occasion. This is one of those events where there's no right side of things. We're going to attack the rebels, but the citizens aren't going to like us for it. So, we're going to have to dodge... ooh, hello, Ion Intruder. I don't like you very much. I don't like you very much at all. This is actually a pretty nasty ship. Alright, we might just cloak out here to make sure that Ion Intruder can't hit us right away. Thank you. That'll give us a chance to blast their weapons before they can hit us with their drone, so we can keep our shields alive. Alright, so we're going to open fire... oh, it's not actually going there. Ooh, is it going to our helm? Looks like it might be. We're going to open fire, though. They should be able to take their systems out. There we go. You have nothing left there. You've gone to our radar of all systems, too. So that's fine by me. I don't think you can even get through these doors, can you? Unless ionizing them opens the doors? Nope, he's trying to, like, weld his way through the door. That's not going to work, son. Nice try, though. Alright, we have our lasers recharged here. We're going to blast them again. I'm not too worried about that drone, really. So we're just going to make sure that they're as disabled as they can possibly be. There we go. There's some more firepower. Took out the drones as well. At least the attack drone went down. I'd love to hit their shields next, but oh... don't you go ionizing my doors. That makes this much more annoying. Alright, weapons are almost fully charged. Here we go. And we're going to blast them in the shields this time, because that way they'll be much more susceptible to any other damage we can throw at them. They are about to bring their weapons back online, though, so we're going to need to hit that soon. Thankfully, though, since we did just hit their shields, it's easy to hit the weapons again. Also, you need to get out of there before you suffocate, so let's do that. And let's kill these guys. Goodbye, rebels. Nice try. Citizens won't thank us for what we've done, but that's fine by me. With the rebel ship destroyed, we take the time to collect what little scrap remains. They'd already made their delivery to the civilians, giving us 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 30 scrap. Let's steal the civilian supplies. They're probably going to be booby-trapped, but let's do it anyway, because we're jerks. We are mercenaries, after all. It's what we do. The colonists hand over the supplies, we load it into our ship. As we jump away, we crack it open and discover nothing more than vaccinations for a local plague. Well, we are terrible people. That's to be expected, though, as we are mercenaries. Well, let's get ourselves over this way and repair up that radar system. I've never actually seen that outcome of that event either, so that's an interesting little thing. I don't normally steal from them, but this is a time when it seems appropriate. As appropriate as stealing some civilians can ever be, anyway. And that is a repair situation on our radar. Thank you very much, Entrepreneur. Well done. We have 107 scrap, which is nice. Not sure what to spend it on, though. We could try a risky maneuver here. Jump over to this beacon, then jump back, count on our cloak and our engines to save us and get us out. But I don't think we're... excuse me. I don't think we're going to go for that this time. We're just going to get to the last stand and see what we can do. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, come on. Terrible hiccups. Look. Here we are. We arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Our access codes get us to past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying,
"What is the meaning of this? Who are you?"
We explain our mission. Our explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief amongst the officers. General Terzl of the Engine Brigade speaks up. "Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none." We explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship, and Tully responds,
"It's settled then. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck."
Alright, very nice. What are we looking at here? Repair stations, enemy base, well, we have to go here. Otherwise, we have to go way around. You know, we can afford to go way around. You know what? We will. We'll go way around. It'll take those guys a while to get to the Federation HQ anyway. A rebel ship hails.
"We did not fight a war to let a single Federation ship shatter our dreams for a better galaxy."
He locks weapons. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? You've got a bunch of missiles and boarding parties, but, it was enough of the boarding in the cloning bay. Enough with it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't like it. Alright, we should be able to vent these guys out reasonably quickly, but seriously, guys, come on now. They've sent a little missile off our way. We're going to have to tank that one, because I need to dodge the big missile. This is also coming our way, and they hit us in the cloaking because they're jerks. But that's fine. We're about to smash them into tiny pieces, if we can successfully make our shots hit anyway. Let's get you out of that door room, because it no longer has any oxygen in it. These guys are going to try and crush their way in here. Hopefully they take some damage along the way. Now is a good time to cloak, though, I think. Yes, indeed. Cloak. And they hit their own crew. Unfortunately, they hit their own crew in a system that makes the doors weaker, which is actually quite good for them. We're going to close those doors, turn the O2 back on, because we can't really afford to suffocate them out any further. They did burn out their weapons entirely, though, which is great, and their crew have bailed, so we can send ours back to repair the doors. They do have a med bay, so we're going to smash that next, as our next high-priority target. Thank you very much. Our aim is not very good, but that's fine. Their weapon system is entirely on fire, so I don't think they're going to be doing much else to us. Next up, we might want to go for their helm, just to make sure they can't go anywhere. So we'll do that. Fire on the helm here. Oh, and they left the helm at exactly the wrong time. They say, "You're considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender." No, you don't. I appreciate the gesture, though. Alright, let's move out of the door room. Open all the doors again. Open, 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 open. And turn off the O2 again. You silly people, coming straight back to the place you just were. Alright, well, we're going to smash these guys around a bit more this time. We're going to go for the shields, I think, just to make sure they have as hard of a time as possible. Close the doors, turn the O2 back on since they got into our helm again. These guys are persistent, I'll give them that. Death by lasers. Alright. Well, that's that. Ship explodes, giving us another missile drone part and 59 scrap, which is a much better reward for us at this point. We're going to wipe these guys off the face of the earth, hopefully. They are doing a good amount of damage to us, though, which I'm not super keen on, but there we go. That's them dead. Hopefully we can get our repairs done quickly. We'll send Bounty Hunter over there to fix up the remainder of our cloaking. I think we're going to go for engine power right now, though, because that would be quite nice to be a bit more evasive. High evasion is really nice, as I've come to learn in this game. Really, really nice. So, that's that. Got ourselves repaired. Get yourself back over the doors to protect us against more incoming boarders inevitably boarding us in the cloning bay. It seems to be the only room they like to jump into. Whatever. So we want to spend any more money? Not really. We'll just jump onwards. Jump button, thank you. There we go. Jumping over here. Let's see what we can find. There are a couple of repair stations along the way as well, which will let us heal ourselves up. Here we find a number of large transports being pursued by a rebel bombing squadron. One bomber has managed to slip through the defensive fire and is poised to wreak havoc amongst the enormous yet vulnerable transports. There's time for us to advance and take it out. Let's do it! Move in to intercept. And they're sending us a hacking system into the helm. Ouch! They have a flak Mark II and an ion intruder. Ouch! These guys are intent. And they have a... this thing. Heavy laser Mark II. They have some pretty intense... stuff thrown at us all at once here. But, thankfully for us, we also have the power of cloaking. So they won't be able to hit us with that flak, hopefully. And we resist the ion. Oh, you poor drone. You can also resist ion intruders? That's just mean for them. Alright, we're going to try and take their shields down. They have a repair drone. I guess drones would be a good first target? I don't know. We'll try it, though. The problem is, with that repair drone online, they're even harder to kill. So we're going to need to make sure we make ourselves as resilient to their attempts as possible. Power up that system, there we go. We don't actually get to man this station, sadly. Here comes the ionization. Get out of the room, please. There we go. Go back in the room. And we're going to fire on the drone control again, because we want to keep that thing offline as best we possibly can. Nope, we're having a hard time doing that. Alright. What's that dwee warning for? I'm not sure. Really not sure what just happened there. Alright. He's about to try and ionize us. Oh, I can't get out. Butts! Alright, the ionization for the doors is still going. Get into this room because it actually has air in it. And that'll have to do for now. We're going to have to try and keep taking these guys out, but it's not working too well for us so far. We're going to fire on them again here. Aiming for the weapons this time to stop that flak. There we go. And now they're trying to run away, which is probably pretty likely to actually happen, which is not great. We do have our evasion ready to go, and we can get back into doors now, which is good, except there's no air in it still. Close that door, turn the O2 back on, get out here. And he went straight into the doors. Alright. Alright. Of course they did. So, how much health does this thing have? 75 out of 125. Not too bad. They're about to jump, though, so are we. It's not worth it. Let's just jump over this way and get out of there. Here we go. As soon as we arrive at the beacon, a rebel scout turns to engage, powering up the weapons time. They've got missiles and lasers. That's a fairly nasty combination, but shouldn't be anything too impossible to deal with because we do also have a cloak. So if they wait to alpha strike us, that'll be great because we'll be able to take out all of their stuff in one go. Ooh. I do want to dodge the big missile, though, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen here. That looks like it's going to hit us square in the weapons, honestly. Or here, maybe. Let's tank it. Oh, good, it missed. Alright, we'll dodge the big missile, because that one's a little bit more dangerous. And that one would have hit a more important system, too, so that was the right call there, I think. Let ourselves charge up the charged lasers, and then smash them, if we can, in the weapons, hopefully. So, burst laser, away. Charge laser, away. Hull laser, away. Look at those misses. At least we took out the big missile launcher, but that was not ideal. Not ideal at all. Please miss. Oh, yes, the little missile missed. That's good. Very good indeed. The Artemis was not a problem this time. It will fire again before our cloak is up, though. Here it goes. Please miss again. Nope. Oh, we resisted the hull damage, which is better than nothing. Alright. And the cloak is ready for the next time it fires, which is lovely. And let's fire on their weapons, just to make it a bit harder for just keep shooting at us. Put on the evasion there to make sure they miss us this time, and since the systems are giving them a bit of trouble there, we should be fine. Also, there's a breach in there, so they can never repair it. Poor AI, your problems are definitely problems. I should probably try and repair this, but for now we're going to leave it. Might as well. Here comes some more lasers. Thankfully our shields are fully regenerated, so I don't need to worry about that. We're going to target them in the helm here to prevent them from dodging us in the future or running away if they decide that's what they want to do. And there we go. Next salvo will take them out. We are pretty solid here now. Let's go send our ladies crew to go fix that breach, because we might as well. He is very well equipped for the job. And goodbye. Really? Nice timing there, jerk. I was about to say goodbye Auto Scout, but nope, they cloak at exactly the right time to make us miss the burst laser and charge laser shots. So I'll have to let that regenerate a little bit and then try again. We've gotten a lot of good use out of that rock hull plating, though. Normally I find this not an amazing weapon, but or rather, not an amazing augment, but it has proved quite useful this run. The ship explodes, even behind 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 49 more scrap, which we will happily make use of. There's a repair beacon here we might jump to, and then we keep working our way towards the base. If we grab ourselves a little bit more engine power, that would be lovely. Fantastic. Let's check out this repair beacon as we go, and get ourselves a bit more health back. There we go. A trade station was abandoned nearby. Some Federation engineers repurposed their shipyard to perform military repairs and offered to fix our ship, giving us 5 fuel, 4 missiles, 5 drone parts, and 38 scrap, as well as repairing the rest of our damage. Very nice. And we're going to buy a bit more power with that, I think, straight away. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll jump over here first. They are about to get to the base, so we have to get there in a hurry. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. So here we go. By the time we notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. Implying that we'd want to avoid a fight even if we didn't know they were there. They did just hack our O2 though, which is a little bit annoying. We might wind up being in a bit of a suffocating problem now. We can regenerate our O2, but they can hack it pretty hard if they try. They are going to be firing a rocket at us, which we can thankfully dodge, although I will fire all of our weapons first, just to give them a hard time. And we cloak. There we go. Now your missile's broken, and your system's on fire. That's what we like to see. Now all of your weapons are broken, you poor souls. What are you going to do to us now? Apparently nothing, as you have nobody in any kind of dangerous positions. Let's fire these guys at your shields now, so you can't defend yourselves either. That was not the most effective salvo we've ever fired, but we'll try again. Now we've set your clone bay on fire, which you can't be too happy about either. Although you probably will be able to repair the weapons now that you've got a crew member in there trying to fix that breach. We're going to fire, though, again at your shields. We should have a good opportunity to do some damage. There we go. Ship appears to be powering up its FTL drive and is trying to run away. That's not something we can have happen. Thankfully, we did a good amount of damage to your shield, so we should be able to knock your helm out, especially since you just left of your own accord. That makes it even easier. Alright. Weapons ready and fire! Alright, they try and surrender, offering us everything they have, which they claim is 2 fuel, drone part, and 26 scrap. We don't believe them, and grind them into a paste, at which point we recover a fuel, 2 missiles, and 49 scrap from their wreckage. Thank you. I'll take that. Alright, we can go to this repair beacon, then go help out the Rebel HQ, or the Federation HQ, as we will have a couple turns to do so. We are going to upgrade our helm, though, and we're going to upgrade our oxygen, and we'll leave it like that for now. Jump to the repair beacon. Unfortunately, a bit of a waste on that repair beacon because we can't take advantage of the healing, but whatever. Chatter on the comms suggests the nearby Federation base is outfitted with a repair station. When we forward our mission priority, they quickly help repair our ship and give us some supplies. 5 fuel, 4 missiles, 5 drone parts, 22 scrap. Awesome. Putting that power into the helm, thank you very much, and let's get out of here. On to the base. 3 turns until the base is destroyed. Let's see about that, why don't we? This is it, the Rebel flagship. If we can destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is, of course, no turning back. However, this might be the end of us. I don't know if we can beat this thing with this loadout. We'll do our best. They have just hacked our engines, which is kind of annoying. We never did wind up getting another subsystem, so we're kind of lacking on that front. We're a bit low on power. We have got some nice things working for us, but our nice evasion kind of gets neutralized by this hacking module, which is a bit of a problem. So let's see how this all works out. We're going to dodge the first rocket salvo. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, this might be a problem. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to have definitely some trouble with the later stages for sure. There's some good damage to the shields, though. If we can keep that damage to last, we'll be okay. Problem is, with the rate at which they cloak and regenerate, it's going to be a bit difficult. Rockets might be firing again shortly before we can cloak, while our engines are hacked, which is the sad part. Please stop the hack soon, because the rockets are about to fire again. There they go. And none of those were evaded. Okay, one of them was evaded. That's not too bad. Could have been worse. Time to fire again. Get that salvo ready. Fire on the shields. We need to make sure they stay as damaged as we possibly can keep them. That's what we like to see. Completely disable them. Ideal. Alright, here comes another shot. Oh, gets... Ooh, lucky miss there. Alright, shields regenerate. That's what we want as well. Shields, engines are repairing. Now we can cloak out, dodge their missiles. Perfect. Even though they hacked our evasion, it was too late. We had already dodged the incoming missiles, and now our hack will protect us from that. Our cloak will protect us from that hack, which is ideal as well. We need to get crew over in this part of the ship, so we're going to fire over here at these systems. The more crew we can get over here when we destroy them, the better. And we're about to destroy them, so now is the time. Goodbye, Rebel flagship. Alright, we killed 2 crew in that phase. Not great, but we'll take whatever we can get. We got 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 22 scrap. As we finally gain the upper hand, they find a way to make another FTL jump. We have to keep up our assault. Yes, we absolutely do. We're going to buy another power bar here, which we can use to run various systems if we need them. Okay, we're going to jump over here. Since they're jumping to a beacon where we can't get anything from anyway, we're going to try and get some goods from this jump instead. A civilian ship is broadcasting a request for assistance on a secure Federation channel. They're being harassed by Rebel scouts, and we agree to respond. Let's prepare to fight that Rebel ship. We move in to intercept, and they have got a Vulcan, and a hacking system, and a combat drone over shield. They hacked our sensors, which is fine. The Vulcan is easily the most dangerous thing on there. The fact that they've got this thing, though, is going to be annoying. It's going to make it harder for us to get in there and block that Vulcan before it really powers up. But we can do things like cloaking if we need to. They did just attack an empty room, though, so that's not so bad. Alright, let's open fire on that weapon system. Oh, really? Nothing? That's bad news. Alright, we're going to cloak now. We do not want them to be charging anything else up right now. We need to get ready to hit them again as hard as we can, because we cannot let that Vulcan fully power up. They're up to 6 bars of shields, which is not cool, man. That's more like it. Vulcan offline, that's what we were looking for. The small bomb is not a problem. This drone is not a problem. The only thing dangerous here is that Vulcan at full speed, so we should be more or less safe now. Let's unleash some more lasers against them. So much missing, seriously. Alright, at least if we can keep the Vulcan offline, we'll be fine. Hacking our sensors is, again, not a concern of ours at all, really. We could go for the shields now that they do have damage on the Vulcan already. That would make it easier for us to hit them in the future. So that'd probably be a good idea. There we go. They are trying to run away now, though, which could be a real problem. So we're going to have to hit their helm next, which is going to mean that we don't get a chance to stop the Vulcan again, which means they're going to get more time to charge it up. But it is starting from the slowest speed again, so I guess it's not that bad. Fire lasers, go, 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 go. There we go. Enemy FTL is delayed. Next shot is going to have to go into the engines. Hopefully they can't fix themselves too quickly, and we'll be able to stomp them before they can get any real power-up going, because they're going to be repairing that quite quickly. Fire, fire, fire. Get in there. Knock out those engines. Down goes the Rebel Disruptor. Fantastic. That could have been bad. We got lucky there, though. With the Rebel ship destroyed, we're free to contact their would-be victim, getting a missile drone part and 58 scrap. Hopefully these guys will restore. We contact the survivors, and the people we rescued are primarily refugees fleeing the conflict, and they offer us their gratitude. Well, that's too bad. I was really hoping they'd be a store, so we'd get rid of this breach missile, maybe get rid of something else, or pick up a nice additional, and our ion stunner, because we're not using that either. Get something else that would help us out, but no such luck. Alright, well, at this point, we probably want more power, because we're going to need it, or more oxygen. More cloaking would be nice too, but at this point we only get the option to take one of those things. So we're going to take the oxygen, maybe? I don't even know if it's worth it. But we're going to take it anyway and see what happens. Probably should have taken the power. We're going to jump over to the flagship and fight these guys. Here comes stage 2. We chase down the flagship, discover it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Here comes the battle. Alright, the drones are away. Boarding drone is on its way already. Please don't hit anything important. Alright, sensors not important. That's good. So, we need to smash these guys as hard as we can, as previously. We're going to go for the helm for the shields directly again. That seems like the most viable strategy for us right now, because we need to knock down their ability to defend against our incoming attacks. Here comes the rocket salvo any second now, so we're going to fire at the shields and be ready to cloak when it happens. I think we just shot some of their drones out of the sky again. Here comes the power surge, though, so we're going to cloak. I don't know if we can actually dodge the entire thing, but it looks like we might be able to, which would be perfect. We're going to smash the shield again, first chance we get. This guy is slowly destroying our systems. There we go. There's some good damage on the shields. Next salvo is going into the drone control to stop that boarding drone from getting into our helm and doing anything really nasty to us. They are coming in with another big drone wave, but this will give them a hard time. There we go. That drops out the power from their combat drone. This is going to hurt, though. We have our cloak almost ready, and cloaking time. Thank goodness. They managed to get the big beam to fire, but only did damage to one system, which did knock out our charge laser, but that's fine because they've only got 1 bar of shields left anyway. So this is actually working out pretty well for us. We're going to fire at the shields again here. Oh, talk about missing. And the charge laser is back online. Fantastic. Here comes a bunch more lasers we'll have to deal with, but that should be okay. They are going to send another superpower surge at us again, but we should be able to hit them pretty hard. Oh, 1 hull left. If I had aimed at an empty room, that would have killed them, I think. So, can we tank our way through this? We're doing pretty good so far. Oop, here comes the big beam. That hurts. But we'll be okay, I think. We're taking damage, but nothing too bad. And there they go. Ooh, that was a lot of damage we just took there. Like 10 damage in like 2 seconds. Just as we finally gain the upper hand, they find a way to make an FTL jump. We've got to keep up the assault, getting 2 fuel, drone part, 21 more scrap, which actually lets us buy that other power bar, which is perfect. Thank you. Power up the O2. There we go. Maximize our O2 system so we don't suffer too much from venting problems. There we go. You guys need to come help and fix things. I don't know. Might as well just do it with the engine. He'll be fine. We are on fire somewhere, though. Not sure where that is. There it is! Alright, let's vent those rooms then. There we go. Take the power back out of the oxygen again after we just put it in. We have another breach we have to go deal with, too. Our Lanius friend can go deal with that one, though. That'll be fine. There we go. Put out those fires. Close the doors. And turbocharge the O2 again. Bam! That's what we're talking about. Instantly fully regenerated for our O2. I wonder if... I don't think the level 3... O2 can still overcome the Lanius. It might just be able to, though. Let's wait and see. Oh, wow. It looks like it actually is strong enough to keep air in a room with a Lanius in it. It doesn't keep the room full, but it does keep air in the room. What if you open all the doors? Does it keep the room full then? 98%. Can we get any higher than that? 99%. Can we make it to 100%? I don't know. It's going to be close. Doesn't look like you can quite get to 100% with level 3 oxygen. Oh, you can! Wow! You can actually generate oxygen faster than the Lanius can drain it out. That's crazy. Not that it matters, because there's no way you'd ever need to have that much O2 in there, but we've got the power if we need it for anything now, so let's jump forwards and finish this guy off. This is the final wave with the Zoltan Overshield Super Mega Charge Blaster Mega Death Lasers. I don't know if we can beat these guys, but we're going to give it our best shot. We're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it sustained. Looks like it's transferred power to a teleporter as well as a super weapon. Here they come. And they are going to just spam the heck out of us. And they did mind control our captain too, which is not a great start. Hopefully they don't go... Okay, that's actually fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's immediately get you into the doors and start venting this ship, because we need to have as little air in it as possible to make life as difficult as possible for our invaders. Drain out that O2. Power up the super clone bay, because, well, I don't know, why not? We want to start spamming lasers at these guys pronto, so we're going to fire everything we've got. Fire everything! Alright, that was not great. We're going to cloak now. Make sure those missiles miss us as much as we possibly can. Freelancer is still destroying our helm, which I'm not super fond of. Hey, stop it. He should be stopping shortly, but it's going to take him a little while longer. They've boarded us with more crew in a deoxygenated room, which is perfect. Alright, now here comes a big blast of firepower. They're still attacking our captain, which is really not cool. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Yep, that was guaranteed to do damage to us because of the fact that basically everything was already... We had no evasion because they've still got our captain mind-controlled. We need to bust down this shield. There we go. These guys are gonna die, so that's good. More lasers are incoming, but that's fine. These guys are also going to die, so that's fine. We need to go fix our helm before they mind-control us again, inevitably. We have another... a bunch of rockets coming in. Hopefully we can dodge these ones. Oop. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's go fix up our cloak now that they've fired. We're going to take another salvo here. We're going to try and take with our mind control, I think. Not yet, perhaps, though. There's another super wave coming in. Okay, we're going to blast them in the shields. We definitely still want to try and take that system down to make it a lot easier to hit. We just shot a couple of their rockets, which is kind of funny. There's one, and cloaking time. Perfect. They mind-controlled Hunter, which is annoying. But we can move out of the helm now, that's fine. He's very bad at destroying systems since he is an NG. He is a maximum combat skill NG, but that's still like, you know, 57% combat skill instead of 50%, I think. Alright, now time to turn the O2 on so our crew don't entirely suffocate. There we go. Get you back down here. I think we've got this in the bag. I was a little bit worried going into it, but I think we've got this in the bag. So... let us unleash our wrath upon them. There we go. The hacking bay is turned off. Perfect. These guys basically have got nothing else going for them. They got rockets coming in, but that doesn't bother us. 1 point of damage is fine. Alright, I think we've got them. I think we've got them beat. It's time to blast these guys into the next week. Here we go. Fire, fire, and fire. Oh, one hull left. It appears the ship is also equipped with an advanced AI system. Now the crew is dead. It has taken control. Oh, there we go. Never mind. They're dead. We took some rockets in the end, but they're still dead. Nice try, rebel flagship. Nice try. Thanks to the valiant effort of the MSS Compensation and her successful crew, freelancer, entrepreneur, raider, mercenary, and bounty hunter, the Rebels' flagship was destroyed. That was a loud siren, throwing their fleet into chaos and ensuring a Federation victory. There we go. We did it after all. I was a little bit worried there. I didn't know if he'd be able to accomplish that, really. We had a lot of laser firepower, which is like the most standard way of killing anything, but I wasn't sure if we actually had the systems and survivabilities to support it, but it turns out it worked out just fine. Whew. Alright. Well, let's go see how our score was. Wow. Congratulations! You've defeated the Rebel flagship and ensured the victory of the Federation. 5,913 points. It's a new high score. Let's see how it stacks up on our board. Wow, that is our highest, the highest ever score, not counting our top score, which was from Infinite Space. That was amazing. I didn't think we actually did that well, but that was a really high-scoring run, apparently. Wow. How do we do over here? We got 51 ships defeated, 98 beacons explored, 1,942 scrap collected, and 5 crew hired, which is, of course, multiplied by being on hard mode. That's pretty awesome. And we got ourselves some other little achievements there. That was pretty cool. So, that's that. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vanguard of Valor playing through FTL's Advanced Edition with the Kestral Cruiser Type C, the MSS Compensation, the only MSS ship, and of course it's the one that's going to be on our scoreboard forever, Mercenary Spaceship Compensation. Thank you again very much for watching one more time, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.